That's it! We got him!
Objection. I really have no idea what you're talking about, you know. As you can see, there are clearly no tattoos on my face, you see.
There will be if we take off your beard.
So that person doesn't match me at all, you know. The person who threatened her, this so-called conductor, I wonder who it is, you know. Ha 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 ha.
It's you. It's you. That beard is totally a fucking wig. It's totally a wig. The hair color is even kind of similar. Let me take a look at that thing again. Well, okay. Yeah, like, the hair color is pretty damn similar. And that wig of yours is kind of wavy. That's it. I'm totally right. Holy shit. You got a bald chin. You've incurred the wrath of the goddess of law. I suggest you watch what you say. Hasn't he incurred your wrath rather than the wrath of the goddess of law? After all, he's kind of higher up in the food chain than you. Jill Crane has been pursuing you, just as I have. Oh, is that so? Interesting. This is news. So you have been pursuing him all along. Good, good. Character development. Real character development. And I will not let her death be in vain.
Crane was, you know, you say she was pursuing me? My, I didn't really know her that well, you know.
That's a lie.
I don't mind girls chasing after me, you know, but I don't recall her ever falling for me, you see.
Nice. I love him as a villain. He's great. It's too bad he's gonna go down in this case, probably, now that we know about the beard thing, because I'm sure it's a wig. You didn't know the victim well? That's a testimony we haven't heard up until now. Before the eyes of the goddess of law, you should give us an official testimony.
I see. Everyone's bullying me. If you're gonna go that far, that's fine, you see. I'll just have to make you disappear. Every last one of you.
You're not serious. You're actually gonna try and eliminate all of us? Is that a joke? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I shall cooperate with you as well. You better. I mean, if you don't at this point, like, you're a super bitch. If we let this opportunity slip by, I doubt we'll ever get him to stand in court again. Please, do not let this chance go to waste. Yes. I promise I'll live up to your expectations. Now then, Blaze de Bestie, you shall testify regarding the victim. Oh my god, mention the beard, mention the fucking beard, and I'm all over that shit.
The victim, Jill Crane, was a member of the Prosecutorial Investigation Committee, you see. Personally, I didn't really know her that well, you know. Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her, you see. I have no idea why she was pursuing me, you know.
You intend to deny your guilt until the bitter end, don't you? Of course he does! There's no way Pops can be the criminal! Sebastian, this is gonna hit you hard when your father goes to jail, but he's going down. And there's nothing that's gonna stop us from taking him down. How is your career gonna develop after that? We shall wait and see. I mean, he's my Pops, you know? He's the very best, like no one ever was! Nice.
Yes, Sebastian. If you're gonna stick up for me, be sure to have a clear basis, you know.
Alright, I got it. Clear you of these false accusations, Pops. I believe in you, Pops. We won't lose to someone like Mr. Edgeworth. I almost feel bad for him.
Yes. You really are pure, you know. You really are stupid. Just the way I like him.
That person, he really loves his father, doesn't he? And the father probably doesn't care much for the son. However, one must be able to accept the mistakes of their father. You would know. No matter how much they may look up to him. Each person must atone for their crimes, no matter who they are. This is going to be hard for Sebastian, but I simply cannot overlook his father's crimes. Regarding Jill Crane, let's do this. I now have an aim. I'm waiting for you to mention that wig. Victim Jill Crane was a member of the prosecutor. I'm just gonna press everything until I see that fucking wig. It might not come up yet, but I know it. I know it in the bottom of my penis. I know it. If she was a member of the PIC, then you should have been familiar with her.
Well, I knew her face, but that's about it, you know? It's not like we met each other on a regular basis, you see. Personally, I didn't really know her that well, you know?
So you're saying you weren't very familiar with the victim?
That's right. I didn't even know about the burn mark on Crane's hand, you see.
You didn't know about the burn mark?
Oh, well, you see, even if I had gotten close to her, she would have disappeared soon.
What?
It's plain to remember someone, you know, when they're just gonna disappear, you see.
It's a pain, I should say. How do you know they're gonna disappear? What? In other words, anyone who defies him disappears. Like, this guy's just... He's pretty much confessing his guilt. Like, oh man. But he thinks he can still get away with it. Man, smug people like this, they're just asking to be taken down. And I will do it! I'd like you to add your statement about the victim's burn to your testimony.
I only just learned that she had a burn mark on her hand.
Okay. So you're saying that you didn't know about the victim's burn. Is that really the truth?
You really are persistent, you know. Do you really think I'd pay attention to every little wound on a woman's hand?
I would think the burn mark on the victim's hand would be hard to miss, especially since it mattered to you a lot, so that we don't know much about why it mattered. We still have much to learn about that, I'm assuming. Now that you mention it, Jill Crane would regularly wear gloves.
Ah, that's a shame.
I too did not know about the burn until the incident occurred. Jill Crane regularly wore gloves?
I thought so. She was probably trying to hide the burn mark, you see.
But she didn't hide it enough, apparently.
I understand how sensitive a woman can be about these things, you see.
I would like you to add your so-called sensitive understanding of a woman to your testimony.
Maybe she was always wearing gloves in order to hide the burn mark, you know. Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her, you know.
So you were aware that she always wore gloves?
Well aware. Those gloves are practically a trademark, you see. But I guess they weren't just a fashion statement. She wanted to hide her burn mark, you know. I wonder if that girl over there is also hiding something under her bandages.
Like what? Huh? I'm not hiding anything.
I think you are, you know. You're hiding the face of a criminal.
And I think you're hiding something under your fake-ass beard. Those words should be directed at someone like you. I shall expose here and now the face of a true criminal.
Ha ha ha! How amusing. Go ahead and try it, you punk!
So Jill Crane regularly wore gloves. That's interesting. I should look over the evidence one more time.
Either way, it's not like I had a motive to murder her, you know.
I definitely think that glove statement's suspicious based on what Edgeworth said just now, but I'll get back to that. Was there ever any trouble between you two over work?
Haha, unlikely, you know. I'm kind of important, you see. I've gotten reports saying that she was exceedingly capable. But you know, our social status was completely different, you see? So we didn't talk much, you know?
That may be true, but it doesn't prove that you didn't kill her.
That's rather prejudice, you know? I mean, look at you. You're taking the side of a criminal.
No, I'm not. It seems Miss Crane was the one you had an interest in. It seems Miss Crane was the one who had an interest in you, Miss Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Man, mixing up all the words.
You know, that really is a mystery. I haven't the faintest idea, you see. So that's that. Inside no motive. Your reasoning doesn't hold, you know.
All the years.
I have no idea why she was pursuing me, you see.
So you have no clue why the victim had been pursuing you?
Nope, not in the slightest, you know.
It's because Pop's such a handsome man!
It's true, you know. Women appear before me, and then disappear. Disappear and then reappear.
Oh, what? You guys could never reach my Pop's level of awesomeness. Of the bestness. It would certainly be impossible for a normal person. having people appear and then physically disappear on a daily basis.
Well then, maybe Courtney's gonna disappear too.
Before that happens, I'll see to it your way of life disappears today.
I see, I see. Then I should finish it before the day's over.
I'll have to organize my information about the victim. If there's anything you don't understand, we should look over the evidence again. Perhaps you'll find a new fact this time around.
Franziska, you're willing to help me?
I told you I'm doing this for Kay Faraday. Not you, of course. You're totally tsundere. Franziska seems to be worrying about Kay in her own way. Okay, alright, let's go over the gloves thing. Maybe she was always wearing gloves in order to hide the burn mark. For some reason there was both a straight wig and a wavy wig. Oh, this is totally going to be what gets him, but it's not yet. I don't think it's yet. Oh. Oh. Okay. Case file from the incident 7 years ago. 18 years ago, I mean. Date of the event. 12/24/2000, 18 years ago. Prosecutor man from Mount Carmel. Defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth. Victim Isaac Dover. Defendant Jeffrey Master. Crime scene. Dover's body was discovered inside Mr. Master's mansion. Related persons. Delicious scones. Catherine Haldane and Stalia remarks. There are no clues to whereabouts of Dover's son or Gustavia's son, who, until the day before the incident, regularly visited at Mr. Master's mansion. Interesting. So what happened to the sons? The incident was 18 years ago. I was thinking, what if Sebastian's secretly one of the sons? But that's impossible because Sebastian isn't even 18 years old. Or if he is, he's just barely. So that wouldn't work. Okay, let me just go with this. No. Doesn't this piece of evidence create a contradiction in your testimony?
I wonder. What do you think, Sebastian?
I don't really understand, but I don't think so. Like your word means anything.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking as well. Like father, like son, right? Let's bond over him being stupid.
Ugh! What's with this father and son tag team? Mr. Edgeworth, it's fine. Why don't we just give up? No! Screw you. It's still much too early to give up. I'll definitely prove your innocence. Mr. Edgeworth. Man, it's times like this that I really wish we could just jump straight to the wig. Like, I hope they don't make us wait too long to get to the part with the wig, but I know it's not yet. Shit, I didn't really know her that well. Only just learned that she had a burn mark in her hand. Let me press this statement again to see what Edgeworth says. So you were aware that she always wore gloves. Well aware those gloves were a trademark. Guess they weren't just a fashion statement. I wonder if the girl over there is also like, yeah, shut up. No, I'm not. I think you are. You're a criminal. Those words. I shall expose. Ha ha ha, amusing. Don't try if you can. So Jill Crane regularly wore gloves. That's interesting. I should look over the evidence one more time. Maybe she was always wearing gloves. Okay, yeah, there's gotta be something she got her fingerprints on, but what is it though? Red raincoat? No? Take a look at this piece of evidence.
What's wrong, Edgeworth? You're getting all fired up. That's more like me than you. Maybe you should cool your head and think it over once again.
And that's also kind of more like you.
Because I don't have time to put up with something as meaningless as that.
Ah! The water like pours me out, kinda. That was wrong. Mr. Edgeworth, you really think someone like you can defeat my Pops? Pops is super important, you know?
Yes, yes. You're embarrassing me, Sebastian. So please stop, okay?
Even when he's on your side, you don't like him. At least the bestie. He seems to be a fairly formidable opponent. I should make my moves more carefully. Maybe she was always wearing gloves. Just... Is it this? Let me check this again. I mean, I know they say it, but... yeah. Biz, and the... I know who you are right away. You can't hide that burn from me. Silence, huh? I've been waiting for my chance to get revenge all this time. Ah! So, maybe it's the stuffed toy then. Is this what I have to do? Let me try this, because this is what's coming to mind as a motive. No, he was talking about the gloves though, like they were super important. Let's try it here then. Ah, I was right! Okay.